Some random thoughts, yeah. Right. First of all, I think I need to quit this fucking block of electric because it's like this is how I approach quitting weed. I quit for 6 months. Probably how long ago? I don't even know anymore. I don't know, fucking ages ago actually now. I was gonna go for a year, but fuck it, 6 months was pretty sick. And that was quite not unheard of. Like, if you hang around with just traditional weed smokers, they literally smoke like every day, always. Or if not, like 6 months is a long time for a lot of people. But it don't. I made a video that was of the same nature, where it's just on a whim, where I'm like, quitting weed can be mega valuable, is the title. Um, and the way I approached that, the logic I used was like, if you cut something so fundamental out of like your day to day or your routine, such as smoking, there must be like deeper ramifications of that, just for the simple fact that it is such a consistent habit basically every day. So, like, if you're familiar with the butterfly effect, every it's like a fucking something of the nature where it's like the theory or the concept where if you like a pin dropped on one side of the world can cause a hurricane on the other side or some shit. And it's basically through the notion of like everything is like cause and effect, isn't it? Really, everything kind of has like an infinite. Like actualize.org has this segment on his video. It's called a advanced explanation of God realization or something of that nature. I'll leave it linked in the description. And he basically has like a chessboard, and like if you he's basically understands that your depth of understanding of every object can basically go infinite. So like you have this bike, and then you have the wheel, and then you have like where did all the rubber and shit come from, and then who designed it, and then why did they choose to do it in this way. And it's basically infinite. I can go on for ages, but um you just like you can trace it back for infinity, so it's all cause and effect. And so kind of with that logic as well, it's like if you what I'm saying is if you just fucking cut the phone out, it's such like an essential thing to so many people's day to day that there must just like it must have deeper ramifications. And I kind of feel like doing that, to be honest, because I've been looking at my screen time recently and it's scary. Sometimes I'm being quote unquote, that's the best I got, quote unquote productive, uh, by like posting on shit on Instagram and cleaning up the channel or whatever and just doing, but not really. I'm not really creating anything. Like, this thing, I spend an awful lot of time like making playlists and fucking around, posting on Instagram. But say someone like Mr. Traumatic, their work, he doesn't have a single playlist because he doesn't. He just makes music and his people listen, and like that's what. There's a lot of it's kind of actually like somewhat of a notion where like you kind of trick yourself by doing not what is actually super important, but like what you kind of fool yourself that you're being busy, but you know that there's more important stuff you should be doing. Um, but yeah, that's it. I might fucking quit the phone, maybe. Oh, sorry. I might quit the phone. We'll see. I've been doing a lot of reflecting on this. So my screen time, some of my screen times on my days off, bro, I was looking at it. One of them was saying 9 hours, bro. The next day was saying 6 hours. Like, that's an absurd amount of screen time. Don't you think? Don't know. It's always filling the void with the phone. That's what it is. It's like you don't ever, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's like if you're always on the phone, bro, it's like you just don't ever get a minute for spaciousness. Well, to be fair, earlier I was doing it quite a bit, just not listening to nothing finally, because it's like, I don't know. It's digital addiction is definitely real, bro. It's like a dopamine farm, innit? Entertainment thing. It's just like flashy. But yeah, it's not really good for me ultimately. Like I can spend a day on a phone and not really have learned like an awful lot or done something super amazing. So yeah. But that's that anyway. I'm sorry if this video is boring. Uh, I'm So yeah, that's what I plan anyway. So hopefully I'm not just chatting gas. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a bit difficult on my channel for a minute. So not really. Like they're going to be the same type of videos, but I'm gonna be busy now, I think, because stuff in my life has like changed. So I gotta like do other shit. I think with this channel, I think with a lot of time, it will evolve. I've been reflecting on what I've done in the past quite a bit. And maybe it's just the nature of the first sort of thing. But I mean, there's many flaws. People love it, really. I don't get too much negative feedback. But I mean, it shows growth anyway. I'm definitely like, it's what Actualized.org was saying just this. It's like he looks at his first videos and he cringes, and I'm like, yeah. But I knew it was gonna happen. But like, it's weird to think that it's gonna be happening in my position now. In the future, I'm gonna be watching this going, I don't know. I probably won't. I'm pretty self-critical, but when I go to actually look deeper into it, like I'm quite critical of my videos and what I say. But when I actually watch all my videos and that, overall, like I know what I'm saying, like the whole time, really, the whole way through. So I don't know where this like criticism comes from, but like there's just like a deep feeling, like I don't know, there are many flaws with the channel, I think. I think it's just where I am in my life as well. Like it's been a rocky road the whole time I've been filming. It's been constant ebbs and flows and changes around me in my actual life, and there's no short of that at the minute, and it kind of like throws me off. But only do what you can do. So the reason why I'm making like a shit video is like I feel like it's somewhat necessary to I don't know, I kind of like making the little vlogs and just talking shit, so I try to make it clear that it's just like a fucking throwaway video somewhat. And maybe I'll try less to do that, but I feel like it's quite good to do like a bit of an update. And my channel as well got striked for a fucking week, yeah, because on 7 grams of mushrooms, a live trip report, I was fucking done like a 50-minute lecture on basically, I opened the fridge while I was tripping and I was like, nah bruv, and I just got my phone out and I was like, basically, let me tell you why everyone has got illness, let's go. And I just started running on everything that I've learned, and this whole like, when it comes to spirituality, there's also an awakening of like food and nutrition, like you are what you eat makes like a comeback. But yeah, in there I was quote unquote denying the severity of COVID-19, and yeah, I don't feel like I can talk about it on my channel because whenever I talk about it, I just get immediately like pummeled. So I've had a warning, which is basically on YouTube. Yeah, you have 3 strikes and you're fucking gone for good. I'm pretty sure. I've got 1. They do expire. I think mine expires at like May. But if you get 3 at the same time before they expire, you're gone for good. I'm pretty confident. Like all of your channels, you're just not allowed on there like forever, I think. And it's kind of a shame how it's so set in stone. I think that is the case like that. But right, YouTube's got its rules basically, and if you break them, you're fucked. Even though, so the rules are directly tied with the World Health Organization. So first I'd done an interview with somebody by the name of Spread Truth. On TikTok he was called Spread Truth YT. And he was just like ranting about his views on flat earth and COVID, and he said some outlandish shit. Like one thing, I didn't watch it back really. I did actually listen back to a lot of it just to, because that whole interview I was like locking up. I don't know why. Sometimes I get like, was I high? Maybe. No, I think I was actually. I don't know if that's relevant, but yeah, sometimes I still get these weird like lockups. Like, normally if I'm on mushrooms, I never get it. There's like boundaries and filters that I have when I'm sober or if I'm high, depending on the strain of weed. But yeah, so that one was taken out for COVID misinformation. It was a shit interview anyway, and he was just chatting madness about the flat earth firmament and the fucking there were 4 gods and they all flew into the sun and shit. I just didn't know what to say, so that was probably partly why. It was quite a weird interview. Anyway, that got taken down for COVID, and then the lecture I was on about that I done on the mushrooms got taken down as well. All both for COVID misinformation, and they're directly tied with the World Health Organization, the terms of service, and then so you get a warning before the 3 strikes. So I've used up my 1 warning now. That's gone forever, I think. And now I've got 1 strike. So if 2 more videos get taken down soon, then I'm fucked. So hopefully they don't do that. And I wish they could recognise somewhat good intention. Because, like, yeah, not everything I said is perfect, yeah. And I'm definitely learning a lot. And fuck me. Oh, God. I don't know. It's been such a long journey, man. It's been a year. And I was reflecting on some of my first videos and I was just like, Jesus. Yeah. A lot has changed. It's been a really, really mad year. This was the year, I think I've probably done the most mushrooms I've ever done in a year this year. Yeah, it must be. They're fucking weird. So last time, yeah, so I got a strike anyway, which basically said, oh, I can't upload for a week and I can't live stream. I can't make playlists, I can't make thumbnails. Oh yeah, I swear I see something on the news here. I don't know if this is actually happening. Apparently, like, Australia's... If it's bullshit, then that's peak. So it's not very useful me telling you this. But I swear they were saying that there's a... They're gonna put fucking... You need a passport to use the internet. Like, to have a Facebook is connected to your, like, government identity. And then if you fuck around, they just, like, disable your phone. Good idea. So you don't actually own anything because the government could just turn everything off. Your electric car. You own it, do you? You own your house, do you? It's like everything you own, but like not really. It's like ultimately owned by somebody else. So you own it, but behind your name there's like another name that actually owns it if shit hits the fan. It's weird, bruv. That is actually how it is as well. I swear. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just chatting shit, sorry. So that's that. I gotta stop smoking this shit. Inspector Veg has been phoning me up more. Inspector Veg's message to me and to you, mans, most likely as well, yeah, especially if you're young. You need to get on them skills, bruv. He says, he keeps calling me and he's like, you got any skills yet? Or he just drops me a message, he's like, how many hours have you meditated today? I'm like, 0. Oh yeah, this is what I want to talk about, yeah. This is what I've been thinking, yeah. Right, life, it's all in the mind, yeah, it's all a mind game. We know this. This is what, because I filmed a video earlier and I fucked it up, and I just decided this is dead and I stopped filming. The fucking... Everything's in your mind, not a thing is outside. So the Kybalion speaks of that life is a mindscape. Oh yeah, I was thinking about... Right, so basically the main thing that I was thinking about, a few phrases. Actualize.org says, jailbreak your mind. He also has a video called Life is a Mind Game. Life is all a mind game, even. And I was thinking about, like, you know, I'm sure people have heard this traditionally, but I was taking it, like, seriously. Like, can you, like, hack your mind? Like, and then, because something that just become prevalent, as I said, I was doing a little bit of just taking a step back and thinking. I've been thinking quite deeply recently, I think. But life always gets so much deeper for me as it progresses, like with time. Especially probably because of my age. I guess it just probably feels like maturity, like in real time, because you just learn so much at this age, especially with all the psychedelics and shit. I don't even know. It's been mad. This whole time I've been making my channel, I swear I've grown so much. It's only been a year. It's weird to see. But yeah, everything just speaks of it's all in your mind. And basically what I was saying, yeah, is so yeah, my life circumstances like right now at the minute have changed quite drastically from what they were like a week ago. In like most of the dimensions. Last time something happened of this nature, about 3 months ago, it was the same thing. So in a sense, like I got basically, I don't want to like do all the details, but I moved house, not in my will. And last time this happened, it was literally the end of the world for me, because I was attached to the previous place, and I was like, no, because I just really wanted to remain here in the other place. So when I was getting removed, I was like tearing myself apart, like, no. And then I got it back and I was like, yes. And then this time it happened again. But because my outlook on everything has changed and my perspectives have changed, the exact same thing 3 months later, with the exact same circumstance, everything is rather peaceful. And actually a bit of a relief. So it was only the way I was perceiving it. And I've spoken, and again, I'm just talking about how everything's in your mind. And I have a video called Dissolving Illusions in the Present Moment, where, like, it was the same sort of, I was having troubles with just, like, the world, the social matrix. Of just, what was it? I can't remember why I was having money issues, but I was having money problems. And this story in my mind that I kept repeating over and over again and believing in was causing so much suffering. But it was legit, like it was a legitimate concern. But like you literally manifest it, because it doesn't exist yet if you're in meditation. It doesn't exist if you're in deep observation. It doesn't exist if you're in breath work. It don't exist in the fucking cold shower. It don't really exist in fucking nowhere. It only exists in the narrative in your mind. So in that way, you literally kind of construct it, like, because it doesn't. Because it kind of exists when you're thinking about it, right? I've heard many times, again, I haven't searched this to the grave, but it's like, or to where it came from. But it's like, oh fuck. Apparently your mind and your body like responds. Like if you like get paranoid about something, you kind of have the same reaction in your body. Like fear and that, it kind of reacts in like, it's quite weird how it all works, I swear. But and yeah, when I was in some like God consciousness shit, well, let me tell you about the flat money story, sorry. So yeah, I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to pay the money, oh no. For ages, yeah, for like the whole month. And then I just like got saved out of the blue, which was very lucky. And it was just literally a send from God himself just to save me, which I'm very grateful for. Where basically money just spawned out of no one's pocket. We're not going to go into the details. But it was there. And it was basically just free money. Yeah. So, and then basically, when the free money took place, I was like, I was literally beating myself up about this for like the whole month, ticking over. I was quite depressed at the time as well. I'm very good these days. But then I was having a hard time, and I noticed how if I just stopped worrying and just trusted the universe, like it worked out in the end. But I literally caused myself so much shit. You know what I mean? And then yeah, what I was saying is when I was in some God consciousness shit on like 5-7 grams, I was listening to Spectrum, SPXTRM. Listen to Spectrum, Crumble. I've seen the universe melt in my hand. I am the universe, I understand that life has no purpose, decides what you give it. Nothing is permanent, everything visits. Some things I know and none of my business. I am no witness. But anyway, I was listening to him walking around, rapping about psychedelics and shit. Smoke urban, laugh a lot, but sometimes blast off like astronaut. No cap, but I got a couple stems for my friends. We can put 'em in some tea and go see how it ends. Oh, oh, oh. Never heard of a microdose. I see the edge and I might go close. But yeah, that basically, I used to be like super depressed for ages, yeah. It comes like, I pray to the universe it does not come back. You learn a lot, yeah, but like, I don't, like, thing is, this is like before I was like, yeah, I can't be depressed anymore, no way, and then it like crept back in slowly, but I think like at the end of the day, you just got to go for a run and have like an ice bath and shit. Like you become depressed if you just sit around like a cunt, eating shit, smoking weed, not doing anything with your life, and just being around negative people and lying to everybody, and just being a bit of a fucking pain in the ass, causing people shit, not living to your values, not really living to your vision. That's when you become depressed. You don't become depressed. Hamza says, one of the best things Hamza said, I think, is when was the last time you climbed a tree, bro? Do it. Go outside and climb a tree. I bet you it's impossible to be depressed while you're climbing a tree. And I kind of like, obviously you can be depressed, but like, you know what I mean? If you're climbing a tree, you're not really depressed, you're just climbing a tree. I don't know, but anyway, I know depression's deeper than that, innit? But no, trust me, I understand, man. Like, this shit was also like some Dark Night of the Soul psychedelic abuse induced one, which was different to the previous one. And again, that's what I was saying was I was reflecting on my previous videos, because I was in that depression probably like, yeah, just about 3 months ago. It basically halted, and I don't see it coming back. Because I've had like awakenings and stuff since then, and so what I was saying is but yeah, I reflected on previous live streams, and yeah, I definitely seem a bit way more loopy than I am now. I was thinking I was just young, but that's why I think I've grown a lot, because I want to kind of renovate my channel, because my old videos are I'll keep them up because I will, but they're not really where it's at, I don't think. So yeah, I think it will take a bit on my channel to get where it needs to be. This next year, I think you're going to have a much better idea, because I think mainly somewhat it'll be just talks. And right now, because of my living circumstance, it doesn't seem that I'm going to be able to upload anything too magnificent that is not much more of just QuickTime camera. But at the end of the day, I've got a camera. I could get an editor on here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to record videos. I have this manner where I'm just speaking, just to dash them out, just to update and say some random things. And I'll cover various random topics. It'll basically be what I've done so far. And I just hope to progress. But yeah, I'm going off. So what the fuck was I saying? But yeah, basically I was believing in the depression, yeah, because my insights were with more psychedelics and things, especially. It's my main spiritual tool. I need to get into meditation more, and I'll loop it back round to what I was on about with a minute and close it off with the life is a mind game. It's like, you're a body, yeah? And it doesn't have to think. It just breathes. You can regulate emotions through the breath. If you observe the knower and the known, dualities just dissolve. All dualities kind of dissolve if you observe. So, like, you basically form a fucking narrative, your mind does, and then you identify with it and believe in it, and it feels very real. And I knew there's a short at the beginning of my channel where I'm like, it's fucked up. I was like crying or something like a year ago. I was like, it's all constructed by my own mind, this depression. I don't know, I think I literally went fucking like schizophrenic. I don't think like that. You can see glimpses of it. It depends, because overall I understand what I'm saying, and I don't really believe in. See, I say that, but I don't really believe in these labels. Not really, but I think it was just a lot of psychic. Because when I'm sober, for the most part I'm pretty decent, but on the psychedelics I'm definitely very much more loopy. And I don't know if I really like being the loopy guy. Can be, but it just looks like weird. But I don't know. I understand it's deep. I don't know. This video is kind of shit. I'm just chatting gas. So yeah, I'm sorry it's just a shit video. I just thought I'll have a talk and a smoke because it was Christmas. But yeah, so right, life is all a mind game. We know this because of the Kybalion. We know this as well with actualized.org. We know this because of our direct experience. I just gave you 3 examples. So yeah, I believed I was depressed, but like it's just like your whole life is like an illusion that you just believe in. Like everything is literally belief, and the narrative just doesn't stop. You can't stop thinking. So many people, and you just think that you're your thoughts, and that is like the root of depression. Is you don't have the separation from, like, when I was like 13 something, probably, I don't know how old I was brushing my teeth and I just realized I'm not my thoughts, and like it was just like an insight, and it was like weird, but it didn't really stick with me, and now it's taken a while and I understand I'm not. So what I was saying anyway, if life's all a mind game, right, how the fuck do you just ascend to the next fucking dimension immediately? You're sat here now, yeah, because on psychedelics, yeah, you realize stuff, and that realization changes the whole reality, it seems, as well. But then, like, and this is why I've been thinking about meditation more, because meditation changes your base state of reality. So surely you can do it, it just takes like an actual disciplinary practice. You're not just gonna like stop thinking, because that's a thought as well. But because like this is what I mean, like jailbreak reality. Like if you could just stop thinking on demand and have no thoughts from that point forward, like that would radically change a lot. And that would kind of be like a fucking hack, would it not? Because there's no more narrative. And I was like, I wonder if there's anything you could figure out, like a cheat code, where you're like, where I could just tell someone about it, like, oh, do you know if you just like stop thinking, and you could actually like teach them a method, and then, well, that's what meditation is. So that's what I'm saying. I need to get more into meditation, man. I feel like it's stupid. I ain't done so much meditation, man. Like that's why I need to get on it a lot more. I'm very serious about the spiritual stuff, but all I do is fucking eat fucking mushrooms. It's not very good. I need to integrate it with the rest. That's what I've been thinking as well. It's like my philosophy at one point, not that long ago, and I'd be tempted to say it still is now, but I swear my whole my goal somewhat was to just take as many mushrooms as humanly possible, like every day. That was such a stupid thing to say, but it's like they all like I would literally, I swear down, if I got the opportunity, I'd go on a retreat and take like 7 grams of shrooms a day. 100%. If there was a retreat where I could spend like a month on like a private beach and just eat like like 7 grams of shrooms a day and smoke weed. Obviously, I swear Bearman would do that, but like, bro, Mr. Nature was talking to me on a podcast I haven't released with him yet because I haven't got my computer at the minute, which is why it's going to be a bit difficult on the YouTube. But he spent 6 months in the fucking forest taking LSD with his friends, barefoot, and he said it was the most healthy thing he's ever done. He just took LSD for 6 months straight, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it might sound crazy to you, bro, but these things have got a history, man, and they are powerful for literally physically restructuring your neural connections and shit like that. Like, I swear down, this shit is the fuel. Slugs Music has just messaged me. I wonder if he wants to come on a podcast, because that's what I messaged him about. Slugs Music, people, no space, on YouTube. Is he going to come on the podcast? Who fucking knows? But yeah. So yeah, if life's a mind game, how do I jump ahead? Oh shit, he's going to do a track with me. That's it. Slugs Music and Oxen coming soon, people. Any track you want me to jump on. Yeah, fair play. That'd be sick. I'll get this guy on my fucking... I gotta get features, bro. But yeah, bro. That's it. So, I like doing these videos somewhat because it kind of actually... It's just to update, innit? Because if this is the best I can do, just if I'm like walking around or some shit, or maybe it's not a good use of my time. I hope it doesn't kill my channel. But yeah, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for me to. But I'm gonna get, because I'm gonna be busy basically. But I'm gonna get off the fucking weed, yeah, because the weed is just shit. And I'm gonna fucking get on the meditation. I might do a meditation now, bro. I ain't done a meditation for a long time. You get me, fam. Hi, Luna. Hello, baby. I think she's sleeping. Hello. Hello, my darling. So yeah, overall, I think things overall are going to be getting a lot better on here. I know I just talk about what's going to be happening. I feel genuine momentum in my life. Right now, like, my vibe's a bit low because I've got some work to do with my life because everything's kind of done a 180 again. But overall, I think there's like drastic maturity in terms of like, especially the other day reflecting on my old content. It's like, geez, there's levels to this stuff, and the more I contemplate and the more I just go about my day and evolve and get new experiences and have new awakenings and make more videos, it changes. So that's it. I think I'd like to continue making little updates like this just because, yeah, so it kind of like shows where I am in my life, because I found, because I've been doing YouTube for about a year now, you can kind of go back through and it's quite interesting to see how I was in certain parts, because like when I just film on a whim, honestly, it's quite an open book, my channel, in terms of my life. Like, there's a lot. I share quite a lot. But for no other reason, I don't know if this is gonna help anyone, but I'm just like saying some random stuff, you know, because I don't see why not. I don't want to like just leave my channel in the dust. So I try and make it obvious. It's just like a throwaway video, I guess. But yeah, sorry if I'm boring. What a shit video. I guess. But I think there's a lot of good evolution in general. And I'm very excited to see what life is going to bring. And I feel come summer, I'll be laughing. I hope. Anyway, thank you for watching. rumble.com/lowercase user/uppercase oxen. Get out the ting. Do the ting. Goodbye. I love you.